Underwater off the coast of Oahu is where you'll find Adriana Fregola, a marine biologist and photographer who has no fear diving right in with sharks.
The moment you realize something's behind you.
The Miami native says she's been fascinated with the apex predators ever since she was little. Now, the 29-year-old wants the world to see just how remarkable sharks are. Fregola sharing her latest encounters on social media with her nearly 2 million followers on TikTok. Her videos capture all the incredible raw moments deep in the ocean and show just how close she can get with mako sharks, Galapagos, and tiger sharks, some as big as 16 feet. This post alone racking up more than 33 million views on TikTok. Through her content, Fregola hopes to change the way we view sharks and teach people about their behavior.
After I make this loud splash, these 2 sharks rush right over to me. The best thing to do in this scenario is to stand your ground and make eye contact with the shark. And as soon as I do that here, you can see that she loses interest in me.
She says better understanding the animals could help prevent attacks in the future. Oh, Adriana, you're a courageous one.
Yes,
Good morning. Nice to have you here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
How did this fascination with sharks begin?
I started diving when I was really young. I mean, I started snorkeling when I don't even know. I was probably like 4 years old, really, really young. And I've always found them really fascinating because of that misperception people have. And even when I was really little, that was always my most excited thing to see when I would go diving. So I don't know, I've always found a really strong interest in predators.
Well, we always do so many stories on shark attacks. Those seem to dominate the headlines.
Right.
And obviously, whenever you see one or hear about a shark, everyone's panicking. You have nerves of steel. These things are right next to you. You're actually reaching out to them. How is it that you can stay that calm?
Well, it definitely comes with practice and, you know, that experience. I would not, obviously, your first time getting in the water, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to redirect a shark or be doing anything like that. But just building and learning that knowledge on what their behavior kind of shows, learning what their cues are, and that's really,
What you were
really big.
redirecting, is that what you were doing when you pushed his nose?
Yeah, so that's what we'll call it when we're basically pushing the shark away. That's like last minute kind of thing. Like you're not
looking to go do that. Yeah, but if the situation
Yep.
arises, I mean, if you do find yourself in the water with the shark,
right.
What's your best advice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so one really big thing is to make eye contact with them. So I know that people are like, absolutely not, but the eye contact is huge. Just looking at them, showing them.
What does that do?
Yeah, what is it like?
Right, it shows them that you're paying attention. So, you know, we're showing each other eye contact. Everybody, you know, even on the street, you're kind of sizing
and
people
then
up
what?
all the time.
Okay.
Face them, show them like your front of your body, and kind of remain calm. So a lot of times people think running away is going to be the best thing to do,
right.
But that splashing and running away immediately will trigger kind of like a prey response.
Okay, so after you've made eye contact and established, then can you swim away?
I would let them kind of like do their thing, check you out, and then most of the time sharks are going to be terrified of you and they're going to leave like 99% of the time. So in that instance,
not when they see our glare. Be like looking at you
there, yes.
Okay.
I'm serious. Yeah.
I mean, I was feeling a little motherly. We both were of you. So what do your parents think about you choosing this as kind of your profession?
My family is really supportive. Like all the people like in my life, they're definitely like, you're kind of crazy, but as long as you, you know, you're safe, we trust you. That's kind of like the idea.
What's the misperception people have about sharks, and what mistakes do people make around sharks?
So I think the number one thing that people immediately think about sharks is that they're just out to eat us. If that was the case, we would not be, you know, we would not be surviving. So there's less than 10 people around the entire globe. So out of 7.7 billion people, only around 10 will actually die from a shark attack every year. So they're not out to hunt us, they're not out to eat us or kill us. As I said, if that was the case, every time you go to the beach, there would be someone who's injured.
Yeah, have you ever been scared down there? Has anything ever happened?
No, I mean, they're constantly shifting. They can be really, really dominant animals. So, of course, there's times where I'm like, okay, that's a lot of energy. I'll remove myself from the water if that's the case, or like handle what's going on and then get out if they're ever too intense. Always kind of respecting that boundary of they are apex predators. I'm a small human at the end of the day, so there's only so much that you can do.
Is it true that you're supposed to bonk them in the nose if they're like coming after you?
So that's actually, I wouldn't recommend doing that because a lot of times people, when they think about like hitting, if you're punching underwater, it's like slow motion.
Yeah.
So not great. And then also if you hit them in the nose, if you actually hit under, it can cause their mouth to open. It's a reflex that they have.
Oh, gosh.
Same thing if you hit your knee. So
it just
if you're
kicks
hitting them,
open.
you don't want to, you don't want to push the mouth open. So if you were ever in that situation, I would say like their gills is better if you had to like hit their gills, or even like putting pressure on them. They don't like being touched. So if you're like, I mean, even bear hugging, something like that. I know you're like, just mount it. You're like, no.
Okay.
Bring it in, shark. All right, Andriana, you do you. We'll stay here on dry land.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Thank
you so much.
That was
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.